Thank you for watching this introduction to Quippysync. Quippysync is an open-source utility that can automatically manage your Active Directory users based on information from some other directory or data source, keeping your Active Directory in perfect order. For example, imagine this document as part of a nightly scheduled CSV export from a school district's student management system. In the first column are the students' ID numbers, and the next column are the students' first names, and the next column are the students' last names, and in the last column are the schools attended by the students. Notice there are 4 schools: FDR Elementary School, JFK Elementary School, LBJ Middle School, and QHS. In Active Directory, I have created corresponding OUs for each school. There is also a group for each OU in the Groups OU. I will now toggle to the Quippysync portal. I have completed this form for each OU I want to manage in Active Directory. I have entered information regarding login scripts, groups, and home directories. It is best practice to set these options with group policy, but if you are setting these attributes manually, Quippysync can meet your needs. The 4 generic attributes are for if your organization's unique situation requires you to set any other Active Directory attributes. How to do this will be covered later. I will now run a sync to create the 12 users and the export. As you can see, the accounts have been created. If we examine one of the accounts, we can see some of the attributes have been populated according to the information entered into the portal. Notice the user logon information consists of the first 3 alpha characters of the student's last name, followed by their ID number. This is just one example of a naming convention your organization might use. If your organization uses a different naming convention, and you most likely do, this can be changed with a few simple lines of code. The user has also been added to the proper group. If a student moves to a different school, Quippysync will move the student's account to the proper OU. For example, I will change Anthony Tranquillo to FDR Elementary School and run a sync. Notice Anthony Tranquillo is now moved to FDR Elementary School. If we examine his account, we can see he has been removed from the JFK Elementary School group and added to the FDR Elementary School group. The script information has also been updated. By default, home folder data is not updated, which is why his home folder is still at JFK Elementary School. It is, however, possible to move users' home folders and their data if your organization deems it necessary. If a student is removed from the export but is still in Active Directory, Quippysync will disable the account and move it to an OU specified for disabled accounts. For example, I will remove Anthony Tranquillo from the export and run a sync. Notice Anthony Tranquillo is now disabled, and he is in the disabled OU. If a student leaves the district and then returns, his or her account will be enabled, assuming the account has not been removed. I'm going to add Anthony Tranquillo back into the export. Before I run the sync, just to mix things up, I will put him at a different school than he was when his account was disabled. Notice Anthony Tranquillo has been moved to QHS. If we examine his account, we can see he has been added to the proper group. His script information has been updated as well. What you saw in this demonstration is only a small part of what is possible. After your Active Directory is in order, you can most likely sync the user directories of other applications you are using with your Active Directory. For example, if you're using Google Apps, you can install and configure Google Apps Directory Sync. Quippysync is an open source project, and you're more than welcome to attempt using it without any guidance. However, if you think you could benefit from some assistance, please contact me for a free consultation at tony@quippysync.com. Thank you for watching.